I've literally just had a client of mine come and see me down here at the golf project suffering with a takeaway position, and this is something that I've been working on with my client for a couple of lessons now, really trying to ensure that we're not rolling those wrists on the inside and seeing the club work more out in front of us, giving ourselves more room to get into a good backswing position. And I came across something I've never come across before. I was stood here just giving him a couple of drills just to work on, and all of a sudden I thought, hang on a sec, if I work the club this way and feel this action instead, is that going to give my client the desired outcome? And it did just that. With just 3 swings, I'm talking minutes, we saw massive changes just from rolling the wrist on the inside to seeing that club working more out in front of us. This is a new discovery that I want to share with you right now so you can sort out this takeaway position for good in your golf game. So lots of us golfers, including my client that came to see me just beforehand, have been suffering with this sort of takeaway position where we see the hands move really far away and get disconnected from the body, and the club face wants to work a little bit more on the inside like this here. And what that causes us to do is we go inside, sort of over the top, get a bit stuck, over rotate the lower body just because we're getting stuck with the hands here, then we have to early release, and we see that two-way miss again. We see it to the right and to the left, which is what we don't want. A lot of us golfers struggle with this, and I know the feeling. It's so frustrating when you see that club roll on the inside, and no matter how far you try and bring the club out, it still does this. So what I'm about to show you now is this discovery that allows you to feel something completely different that I've never thought of before that actually works. It works for my client before, and it only took him a couple of shots to get right. Only took him a couple of shots to get this club head working more out in front of us and keeping the hands closer and more connected to the body. It's so simple. You don't even have to think about the wrists hinging or over rotating or doing whatever to set yourself in the right position. All you have to think about is this, what I'm about to tell you right now. I've just brought this camera over here a little bit closer just so you can see exactly what I am feeling here to get this drill, the takeaway position correct, to transform that golf swing, that backswing that we're looking for, that we've been looking for so long. Set up into your normal position here, and what I want you to do is I want you to feel like your hands are pushing down towards the ball as you start to take the club head back. If we feel the hands working away from the golf ball, the tendency is we're going to do this wrist hinge here and cause the club to rotate and go on the inside. If we try and feel the opposite and feel like our hands are pushing down this way, as we start to take the club back, look what happens to the club face there. It goes miles on the outside. It goes miles on the outside, which means we're over-exaggerating this feel from going too far on the inside and hinging those wrists incorrectly to setting the club in a more ideal position, keeping the hands working together with the body, but also working that club face position more on a neutral plane. As opposed to being too open or closed, we're actually seeing it work more square. So what you're going to do is as you start to get used to this, you're still pushing it down, and you should feel like the club head moves away from your body and the hands are working much closer. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to hinge the wrist more correctly in the more ideal position that we're trying to feel. What you've got to remember is there's a concept called feel versus real. What it feels like to you is the complete sort of opposite or nowhere near as exaggerated as it is the reality, what we see when we watch ourselves on video. So because we're so used to bringing the wrist more like this and seeing the club face more on the inside, now we're getting the hands to work so close to the body, working that club face there well on the outside. It's only going to encourage you to have more of an on-plane swing in this position here. Just literally give this a try. Hit a few shots, just getting used to this. Video yourself, get someone else to video you, and you will find and you will see this club head here working more on the outside in this position here and seeing the hands much closer to the body. This is going to allow you now to set the club in a more ideal position where the P1 position would be just before the club reaches parallel to the ground, and we can bring the hands more up now into setting the club in a much better, more powerful position to hit the golf ball. So dead simply, we're just pushing the hands down, working that club head more out. So you can see that if I just push the hands down, you can see there it's well on the outside. Pure strike, My tendency is to go a little bit to the left there like that one, but the strike was pure. Once I started to get used to this, like my client was getting used to before, only a couple of shots, you'll see them go straighter. Let's just see if I can do it now, just out of curiosity and intrigue with this. We're trying to push the hands down, keep that club head working on the outside. Push it down and feel this action here. That was really nice. It allows you just to execute more through the shot as well. There you go, nice little fade, getting rid of that snappy, horrible hook from this inside path that we're creating and over-rotating that release on the way through. It is that simple. Go ahead, give us a try, give us a comment down below to let me know how you get on. It'd be great to hear some feedback on this. And why not comment down below the video you would like to see me produce next to help you smash your golf game out on the golf course. Thanks for watching.